this low, right? Then gave us another bullish engulfing. Okay. Then we bought, right? Then price went high. Look at this zone, right? So our stop loss is below. Then price came to this resistance. That is our first take profit. Then the sellers already sold, so there is someone selling from this zone. The sellers are here, right? Someone sold with this bearish engulfing, put stop loss here. Price came here, couldn't go higher, so price came back again and gave us another bullish engulfing, which is here. So someone is also buying. We are buying at the moment. Someone will put stop loss at this low, so price is still going high, right? So this is what's going on the weekly time frame. So if you look at this zone, so I'll remove this. Let's see what's happening at this moment. If you look at this zone, this is weekly time frame. So let's see what's the structure of this market. Before now, price was in an uptrend, which is this area. Price was in an uptrend, right? So in this area, price now broke this trend. Can you see this break? So what is going on? So price now formed a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now came back. So this is the recent, or the most recent, what? Higher low. This is the most recent. Let's change it to blue. Let's make it blue to be more obvious. Blue, right? So price came, switched to line chart to make it more visible. So this is higher low, higher high. Price came back down. So what is going on? So if you look at what price is doing, let me zoom in. This is the weekly. Today is Wednesday. Price is already weakening out. Price came here and is weakening out. There is another block at this zone, which is here. There's another block here, right? And if you look again, there is a fair value gap between this area. So this is another block. There is a fair value gap here. So let's go down to daily to make it more visible. So on the daily time frame, because we are not trading from the weekly, on the daily time frame, can you see the trend of the market has changed long time ago? The trend of this market changed on 13th of January 2025. So let's take off this. So where is my trend line? So if you use your trend line to check, there is what? This is a downtrend, right? This is a downtrend. So price has been coming down. So switching to your line chart, you see series of lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Let's take this series of lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, same level, lower high, lower low. Can you see? So this has been happening on the daily, right? So knowing that this has been happening on the daily, so I think this is, well, let's make it green. No, green is not visible. Let's make it blue. Black. Okay, maybe let's go with black at the moment. So price has been selling, but here we see price is going up. So on the weekly, look at what's going on. Price is rejecting at this fair value gap. Price is rejecting at this fair value gap. This is another block. So look at where price is rejecting. Mark this zone. There is a fair value gap here, which I talked about on the weekly time frame. So this fair value gap is where price is rejecting, and you can see how price is reacting at this zone. So I don't take my entries on the daily, and I'm sure you may not take your entries from the daily, but now we know that price is on our zone, fair value gap. We go down to lower time frame to see what's going on the lower time frame. So we go down to H4. we already know that this is a pullback. This whole buy was a pullback. This whole buy was a correction on the weekly, right? This is a correction on the weekly. This is a correction on the weekly time frame. So we go that this is a correction on the weekly time frame. Can you see? So there is liquidity here. So on the daily, we see someone bought today. Look at how price rejected off the support zone and gave us this bullish push. So someone bought, right? This is buy. Put stop loss below the support zone. So there is what? Liquidity is here, right? So lots of liquidities. If you bring this close, you see lots of liquidity on this support zone. And remember, liquidity is the reason the price go to actually grab liquidities. Liquidity is like fuel that moves prices. So definitely price must come here to take all these stop loss out. So come down to H4. So on H4, look at what price is doing at that zone. So we take off all this. Let's take out this to make it clearer. So on H4, look at what's going on. Look at the buy, right? Look at how price went up. And now see what's going on. So delete this. Delete this. Delete this. So we can see what's happening at this zone. We already know this zone is fair value gap, and we know where it came from the weekly and daily. Look at how price came and gave us very nice evening star at this zone. So someone sold, right? So this is a sell zone because it's our resistance zone. There is a stop loss here. That was why this price came and sold at this area, right? So now price is still playing. So let us see the current trend of this market on H4. So if you switch to line chart, price is reacting at this previous resistance. This is resistance turn support. This area is resistance turn support. Price broke above, came back, retested, and gave entry. So someone will be looking to buy at this zone. This is a bullish engulfing. Someone is looking to buy at this zone, right? But from the higher time frame, we know this is a corrective move that will come to this zone, and then we'll look for another sell. But let's go down. We're actually buying this counter trade, so you have to be careful. So if you come down to H1, you see how price rejected and gave us our M. So switch to line chart. You see this was an uptrend before price came here, right? This was an uptrend before price came here and now started pushing back, right? Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long. Watch out for my next video and then complete this video, see how price is reacting. All right, so please feel free to subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Then watch my next video for the completion of this video. Thank you.